making sure I could play it real quick. Just. Listen to your whining and your bleeding all the time, so keep your problems to yourself. After sleeping all day, can't you find anything better to say than man? Don't I deserve a break? If I fly over the overpass, it'll be fun bumping heart of glass. A little too loud, looked away and then I caught it dead downtown. Find me lost inside the wreckage that I used to hide my mind from anyone else who's been putting me down while I'm all by myself. I wouldn't be told what to do, I won't take my cues from you. I would fight throughout my life to avoid turning into you. You could have a life like this, you could sink into the shit. A little structure keeps the rupture in check till you forget that it exists. If I fly over the overpass, it'll be fun bumping heart of glass. A little too loud, catch me flying around and caught in dead downtown. Find me lost inside the wreckage that I used to hide my mind from anyone else. Built my shelter, let me sleep and dream on a tidal wave of sea foam. Brings me home. And all the things that we own, let me decadence. I've got my fence up, the world can waste away. Sirens keep on firing, warning signs, all hands on deck. If I lost my mind to tantalizing forces just out of reach outside. If I fly over the overpass, it'll be fun bumping heart of glass. A little too loud, catch me flying around and caught in dead downtown. Find me lost inside the wreckage that I used to hide my mind from anyone else. Built my shelter, but it's all gone wrong on a tidal wave of violence, full of silence. Can't read your mind when you decided it's all gone. It lets me know when I'm done. So let me know when I'm
Welcome to another episode of Two Scoops. My name is Stefan Edward. I'm your host, and today I'm in Richmond, Virginia, and I am with Jordan Scott of Moniker. Jordan, how you doing, man?
I'm good.
Right
how are you doing?
Pretty well. You just got off a little run this past weekend, right? Where were you guys at?
Yeah, just kind of a small weekender around the state. We went to Harrisonburg on Saturday, then Galaxy Hut in Arlington last night.
Cool.
Yeah.
Were you playing with other bands or just solo stuff?
Yeah, as a kind of a bill for each time. I think played with a guy named John Robert in Harrisonburg on Saturday.
Right on.
And Coach Control. It's fun.
Super cool. Right on. So Moniker, how did you guys get started? What's the project based around?
I mean, I've just kind of been writing songs for a long time, playing music, and
I studied music in college, and then was briefly like thinking about trying to do like classical music or something, and then kind of realized I did not want to do that. And I also was writing like just more, songs, and starting Moniker just kind of made sense as a way as the outlet for that. So I started that a few years ago. I was actually living in New York, and I played with friends there, and then left New York, came back to Virginia, where I'm from, set up in Richmond about a year and a half ago.
Right on. Where's New York? Was that where you were at school?
No, actually, I was also in Virginia for school.
Okay.
Just kind of moved to New York right after. Needed a moment to like get out of Virginia and then come back.
Right on. So do you do any solo stuff, or is it all pretty much geared towards Moniker right now? Do you have any other aliases?
No aliases. Not like sometimes I see like an electronic producer just like makes things under 20 different names. It's like, that would be cool, but I feel like all of my energy just kind of goes into Moniker.
Right on. Right on. Super cool. Yeah, you guys have a really unique sound.
Thank you.
Definitely there's some heavy 80s influence stuff going on there. Who were some of your influences? How did you guys start writing? How'd you start writing the way you did?
Good question. I don't know. I mean,
It was kind of like three questions in one. I'm sorry.
So I mean, I've always
influences.
I definitely grew up listening to a lot of rock, but also kind of rock that was maybe took influences from somewhere outside of that tradition. I mean, one of my earliest like big emotional music memories was like being at camp in like middle school in the summer and like waking up early, and then there's like MTV2 playing or something, and they played like the Feel Good Inc. video by Gorillaz, and I was like 11 or something, just like totally mesmerized and loved it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and still listen to Gorillaz to this day. One of my favorites, and they're kind of definitely like, is connected to Blur, comes from like a very rock background, but obviously it does a lot of things outside of that.
Right on. And it's just the three-piece, or you talked a little bit about having some like synth stuff.
Yeah.
So you have a fourth person that does that, or no?
Not at the moment. So we had a little kind of shifting lineup for a little bit. So for the last bit, it's been myself and Derek Branch playing bass and sometimes keys and sometimes like samples. We just added a drummer in Madison Hinson. Might look into finding a keyboard player full time. We'll kind of go the full 80s route. Do a summer tour at the end of July.
Cool. You guys just put out an album at the beginning of this year, right?
Yeah, back in March.
EP or full length?
It was an EP, just 5 songs.
That's right, totally. Tell me, what are the track titles?
There's Tidal Wave, Inside Out, Kicking and Screaming. Kicking and Screaming.
Yeah,
okay.
Kicking and Screaming.
Yeah.
I had that melody in my head for days, dude. I was mowing my lawn and I was listening to your EP. And that one rattled. That was a good.
I'm glad.
What's behind that EP? Are they all connected?
It's not like a concept project. Sometimes I do like to try to write albums that have a bit of a story, but they are sort of thematically linked. I guess it's sort of. I guess a few years ago I made an album called Goodbye Wasteland that was like more rock and kind of consciously doing that style more, and then I wanted to switch it up. It's like towards the end of 2016, 2017, I started writing this album that was like a lot more synth and poppy, and sometimes I get stalled on it and kind of just like, okay, I need to try to do something else, and I just got stalled enough that I kind of got a collection of songs I liked that were a bit darker, and that's kind of where this EP came from.
Right on, right. What's your Instagram? What's the Instagram?
It is at Moniker and JA at the end of the word Moniker.
Moniker, J-A.
At Moniker was taken.
Right on.
But
Cool. And you guys on Facebook too? All that social media is super.
Yeah, same handle.
Right on.
Everything.
We'll pop it up right here. It'll do all that cool stuff. Well, Jordan, thank you so much for being a part of another episode.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna get to some music here in just a second. Thank you.
Time I feel like in the summertime, moving from one sensation down the line. far too fast, floating by and never last. I lost time, lost time. If I make myself all apart, so through the way can you stop now? Give everything I have as it drags me down. There's always some new advent, some insignificant event that will save me, save me. I reach my grand epiphany, the world reveals itself to me, and slowly my memory starts breaking down. Off my bed, look all around. Faces come for grace and I sink down, kicking and screaming all the while, thinking of clawing my way back in this time. The haze that makes me lose my mind, could not escape my mind. The thoughts of the end I always dream of. I ever wanted all this time, when our bodies start to die. Do you ever feel more? Push me, kneel me, punch me, hate me, shove me, shoot me, anything to let me feel scorn. Hold me, look me, touch me, love me, fuck me, hug me, anything to let me feel reborn. When I start sinking down, kicking and screaming all the while, thinking of leaving for something else this time. The haze that